on, babies.
Yeah, it's great. Welcome to Semi Sports Show. All things New England sports, even here in July. What's the stupid title of the show that you guys came up with?
July blows.
July blows for sports. Your mother blows for fun.
That's good. That's actually pretty good. That's
I
actually
thought so.
pretty good. Yep.
I think
July
my
does blow for sports. So what do we do? What do you say we do some opening takes? Ray, why don't you kick us off?
Thank you there, Richard. My opening take is this. The Celtics, I think they're trying to drive a wedge between these players. Jaylen Brown's been coming out left and right with remarks that have come out about Derek White, about Jason Tatum, about Team USA basketball, and now Bronny James. I mean, they're just trying to stick a pivot. They're trying to divide the Jays, and I don't like it. So I wish the Boston media and national media would just leave it alone. Let us go through July. Let's get through the Olympics. Let us get to training camp. And let's just stop talking about the Jays. Jaylen Brown is his own man. Just leave him be, please. That's all I ask.
Oh, God. I did miss your juvenile mind. Just a hamster wheel running around listening to pundits talking about the Jays.
Yes.
The Jays are mad at each other.
They're not mad at each other. They're trying to make them mad at each other.
Okay, well, you're right. I also have forgotten that your words don't necessarily mean exactly what you say, because you said the Celtics are trying to separate the Jays. Yeah. But you mean some like the deep state is trying to
yes.
The NBA
something.
deep state media?
The NBA deep state is trying to wedge something in between the Jays.
ESPN.
Oh, ESPN, right. The great devil that is ESPN. Got it. Okay. Well, we'll do a little talk there. Team USA, Celtics talk, Bronny and Jaylen Brown. All that went down. Some more NBA drama. I'll go to my opening take. My opening take is the Olympics are stupid. I don't have any excitement.
Yes.
I don't have any excitement for the Olympics. Even like, the swimming. The basketball's stupid.
Breakdancing's come out this year.
No, I don't have any idea what the sports are. They're always on a wacky times. You can't really watch it. Nobody likes their country anymore, so that's not even fun. There's no excitement. July sucks. This should be a year that we have something to look forward to in a week or so. But instead, the Olympics kind of blow too. The MLB All-Star Game, no one watched that shit. It is truly a desperate time for sports here, which honestly, you know what? I've taken advantage of that. I haven't paid attention to a lick of sports since the Celtics won the championship. So I'm riding high on don't give a fuck attitude for this show. And I like it. I like it.
Let me piggyback off that sentence.
Except for, sorry, Bobby, to interrupt you. My don't give a fuck.
You fucking bastard.
Just give me back. Just real quick. My don't give a fuck attitude comes to an end when I see this piece of shit thumbnail up on Facebook for the marketing of this show from MS Paint of Microsoft 1998. It's like, just fucking Google YouTube thumbnail and AI will create something for you in the blink of an eye. But no, MS Paint with the fucking text box. July sucks for sports, and so does your mother, or whatever the fuck you put up there. That's where my don't give a fuck attitude rests, right there. That I actually was aggravated. Well, everything else, the hamburger store, that was a joke. That aggravated me. Stupid fucking thumbnail. Bobby?
Let me tell you how dumb baseball is. July there is no other major American sport, and they still can't fucking capitalize it. They have their one holiday, the 4th of July, the one holiday no other sport plays. They still fuck it up. You think they would figure it out? They could have a triple header of Yankees, Red Sox at noon, Cubs, Cardinals at 3, and then finish it off with some Giants and Dodgers. Nope. You get insert 2 other dumb games. Baseball's so fucking stupid. I haven't watched a single baseball game since I don't fucking know when. It's dead. It's done. The July is the only thing going on, and they can't figure it out.
Tell that to the young and upcoming Red Sox, Bobby. Suck it. The Red Sox are back. We're going to talk. None of an opening take was football, which is going to be our opening segment today. Patriots starting training camp starts in less than a week. Rookies report today as this releases, tomorrow as we are live. Football season is upon us, so the end of the drought is near. We're going to do some Team USA, some basketball, some Olympic talk. We'll slip that in there. Are you buying the Red Sox? Are they buying? we'll see. We'll see at the trade deadline what Craig Breslow wants to do here. For some reason, we have a top 5 segment. That was another thing that was really aggravating from Big Mac today. We have a classic this or that from Chief Bobby that looks fantastic. Thanks, Bobby, for the contribution.
You're very welcome.
And of course, Simplest Minds of the Week to close out the show. Welcome back, Rich. Good to be back. Thank you. This is the Simple Mind Sports Show, Friday Rewind, July 19th, live Thursday night. Welcome. Apparently, the Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently, they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q. It's Q-U-E. You idiot.
Quay.
Well done, Raymond. That was the first time I've seen that intro, an extended intro. Very good.
He was very nervous about your reaction to it.
Hottest takes. A little long, but hottest takes. I like it. Pretty good. Pretty good. Celtics are front-running pussies. They still are. We'll get to them in a second. Before we do that, let's talk a little football, boys. It's been a while. We're all slumped in the doldrums of sports purgatory here. Although, Bobby, looking tan with your native skin. I've also got a little bit of an Irish tan going on myself. I'm darkened here for my vacation. Ray, you look pale and sick.
Thank you. It's the lights. It's the lights.
It does look like the lights. You got a little shine. You got shine going on. What is that? Your pubes? Oh, it's your arm.
Oh my god, you look sickly. Do you have AIDS?
Yeah.
Maybe.
You shed weight that fast, then something's got to give. Those devilish looks.
Thank you. It's going downhill real fast.
In a lot of ways.
Yep.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Thanks.
Speaking of downhill, let's talk Patriots. They are still on the downward trajectory. Latest news out of Vegas is the Patriots are dead front runners for the number 1 overall pick this year. We have that to look forward to. But could those tides change with the trade request from one Brandon Ayuk? We know they are still lacking a number 1 target on this team from the wide receiver position. Lacking a lot of things, that being one of them. That just kick us off, as I said on the opening here, camps in about a week, less than a week. I asked, what are the biggest questions? You kick it off there, or any opinion on the Brandon Ayuk trade request?
I'll go.
Ahead, Ray.
I'll go. Where's our left tackle? Who the fuck is going to be the left tackle to start training camp? Who is going to be vying for that number 1 left tackle spot? Because we don't have one here. That is the biggest problem going into training camp is the left tackle, the offensive line. Who's going to protect Jacoby Brissett all season long? They haven't addressed it. I haven't heard any rumblings of bringing anyone in for it. I haven't heard any trade rumors. Nothing. It just seems like they're just like, we're just gonna do a rotational door here, and just whoever fits that build is going to be that starter that week. It just sucks. It's just stupid.
Bobby?
Let me answer all personnel questions here. There'll be no further additions to this team unless and they're just filling out a roster. This is what they're going to play with. They're not trading for Ayuk. They're not giving up shit. They're going to go and see exactly what they got. They're going to get their high first-round pick. Then they'll draft your left tackle, Raymond. So he'll be coming in April of 2025. And that's what they're going to do. And hopefully in between next season, they figure out Drake May can play. That's what we have to look forward to.
Bobby nailed it. They are taking the Chaim Bloom, Craig Breslow Red Sox approach. If they've got a plan, stick to the plan and it'll work. Take it slow. You got to set expectations. Although left tackle certainly is an issue. I'm not trying to downplay it, but it's not the biggest storyline to me. Drake May is not even the biggest storyline to me. It's obvious. Drake May is the future, and if he blows, then we're sunk for the next round of high-end quarterback drafting, and next thing you know, we're the Cleveland Browns. My biggest question is Gerard Mayo. My biggest question: we haven't seen a different regime in New England for 24 years since Bill Belichick. How different is that going to feel? How different is that going to look? And more accurately, how dumb is that going to look? How stupid is Gerard Mayo going to look compared to what we've seen from Bill Belichick, aside from the last several years and his bad personnel decisions? The in-game play, adjustment, style, scheme, all of that. What is that going to look like? That's kind of what I'm interested in seeing. How quickly does this team fucking quit? Because say what you want about last year, and say what you want about Bill Belichick ruining Mac Jones and Mike Patricia and everything. That team did not quit last year. That team simply didn't quit. They kept playing. The year before, they kind of quit because the nutsacks were fucking running the asylum there in Patricia and Judge. Last year, to a man, they all said that they were there to play for their coach. So, look, I think everyone knows Mayo is a player's coach, and he's touting all this corporate speak, and all that's great, and all of that sounds really good until you start getting blown out 4 weeks in a row. And then it really steps in. How good of a coach, how good of a leader, how good of a mentor are you? Are these guys truly going to play for you to keep your job? Or are they just going to say, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about? He's all words, and none of the shit that they're trying to implement is going to work here with the run offense from Fatty Van Pelt. So that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in the top-down leadership, and then I think we'll see how Drake May and left tackle and everything else falls into place from there.
It'll be interesting. I mean, we do know Drake May won't be seeing a lick of this upcoming season, correct?
I think he can play. I think he'll play. I don't think he'll sit the whole season.
I hope he doesn't. I hope it.
Go ahead.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he redshirts the whole year. I hope Bailey Zappi's the backup, and they just go from there because you need this kid to be able to figure out this system, whatever it is, and you don't want him to get killed. This offensive line is just basically getting thrown together, and I just think it's going to be a shit show.
I mean, I don't think he'll get killed. He can move around. It's different than putting Mac Jones back there, and he's going to have to figure it out. But at least just put it this way, purely from a fan perspective, I want to watch him play. I want to watch a different brand of football. I mean, however, talking about Zappi, obviously I don't want to see that, but watching Jacoby Brissett is just going to be just like. It's going to be like watching Mac Jones. There's no real difference. It's the same style. As a fan, I want to watch something different.
I don't know if you know this.
First of all, how dare you?
Going on. Yeah.
What?
Big Black Hoyer has that tan going on. So it's a big difference.
Big Black Hoyer's got 6 wins and a Mac Jones threw away 6 wins. Okay. So we're getting an upgrade there. That boy's going to keep us. That boy's going to keep the turnovers down. First of all. Second of all, I'm with you. From a fan perspective, they need some juice. Boy, do they need some juice.
Yeah.
Jacoby Brissett's not going to give it to you. The $9 million man that is Ramadan Ding Dong is not going to give it to you. I've
come to the point where he should start week 1. Start him week 1.
Okay, now this is where I differ from you, Bobby, and this is where I'm with Ray that you can ruin a kid real quickly. And this is not a Drake May question. This is not a Drake May.
You're not going to ruin Drake May. He barely knows what room he's in. Okay, I'm telling you that he is just dumb enough that he could skate this. He's smart enough to understand the football and to know what to do. But he's like just confident enough and just dumb enough, kind of like a 3-year-old, that like he doesn't know what he doesn't know. He's fine.
This is not a Drake May question. This is a Alex Van Pelt question. This is a coaching question. Look at Josh Allen. 3 years into the league, everyone thought that this kid was a rockhead who didn't know what room he was in and was out there lugheading it through his NFL career. In walks Brian Daboll, and you got an MVP candidate and $225 million guy. This is about coaching. If you trust the coaching, then trust them to play him when they think he's ready. If you don't trust the coaching, then don't fucking play him. But he's never going to see the field because these coaches are here for 3 to 4 years. So at some point, you got to see him. I'm with Bobby. I think we see him mid-season, maybe 3/4 way through the season. He ends up getting playing time because they're going to need it. They're going to be hearing it. Oh, boy, are they going to be hearing it. Gerard Mayo blew a couple games. All we do is run the ball. Jacoby Brissett's boring. There's no wide receivers. There's no pass catchers. The defense has no help, yada, yada, yada. The same thing for 5 years running, blah, 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 blah. The Crafts are going to be knocking on the door saying, give me the big, dumb white boy. Let him huck the ball down the field.
Yeah, but you think that's going to help the fans like stop booing?
Yes, for at least a game or two. Because I think Bobby's right. He'll probably be pretty decent. He's number 3 overall pick. Should be a pretty good football player. Yeah. Unless he's a complete bust, which is not, it doesn't happen.
If he plays the whole season, it would be the type of season where we'd actually beat a couple good teams and then we would lose games we would otherwise probably win. You know, another matchup against an evenly matched team. Maybe we lose a game to the Jets without Aaron Rodgers if he's not there because he has a bad game. But then we go beat the Bills on the road because he pulls some shit out of his ass. We would become that sort of a team.
Matt Jones.
Do you want Brandon Ayuk, Raymond?
No. Save the draft picks.
Second and a fourth, Brandon Ayuk, and you sign him a contract.
Nope.
Second and a fourth, absolutely, yes.
I
want to win games. I don't want another season. I want to win games.
How old's Ayuk? 24, 25?
He's not even out of his first contract. So
are we all in agreement that undeniably in today's NFL, you need a number one wide receiver superstar?
I don't think he's a number one. He's 26 years old. I don't think he's a number one superstar. I don't think he's wide receiver one talent.
How much better do you want to get than Brandon fucking Ayuk?
He's
CeeDee Lamb.
He's absolutely good enough. He is one of the 15 best receivers. And you put him with other players, you can win games. I just think you keep him you pay him his big contract for 5 years, then you let him go, and then you're paying Drake May, and you have to replace him. That's it.
I keep hearing about this timing. You got to get the timing right. You got to get the time right. For what? Just pay the guy the fucking money and let Drake May have a guy to throw the ball to. Brandon Ayuk, you're not going to get much better than Brandon Ayuk. The only argument is not giving up the second round pick. That's it. You want to wait till next year and hopefully one of these guys, a DK Metcalf or someone, makes free agency and you can go try and sign him. You already blew that with Calvin Ridley this year. So at some point, shit or get off the pot. Bring some offensive talent into this goddamn team. Don't wait for these rookies to try and land. This isn't baseball. Go just pay the guy some fucking money and work the salary cap to make it work. Give me Brandon Ayuk. What are we talking about?
So you do it for the second and fourth?
Fuck absolutely. Yeah. Let's go.
100%.
Are you going to get better than Brandon Ayuk with a second round pick?
No.
So come on.
The odds say no.
Pull the trigger and let's go. The Rams did it. The Dolphins did it. This is a different NFL. You trade assets to improve. And the timing has to work out a little bit there because of contracts and people leaving, blah, 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 blah. But things turn on a dime in the NFL. If Bobby's right and Drake May can come in and play as a second-year quarterback, then you're off and running. And now you're competing for the playoffs and sign a couple of guys and who knows. So just get talent, for the love of God.
For this year, with an oversimplified view, last year the Patriots had the worst offense in the league, but a good NFL defense, above average. If they maintain an above average NFL defense and then just get an average NFL offense from the worst in the league, they'll win games. They could win 9 games, and it'll be an exciting season. We deserve a season. We don't deserve to tell us about 2025 and your tackle prospects.
Yeah, the difference between the 4th overall pick and the 14th overall pick is not great enough to throw away 3 or 4 wins at the sake of development. That's not how the NFL works. Okay, went long in that segment. Football is around the corner. Not here yet, though. So let's move it on over to headlines with the obvious one.
Thank you there, Richard. I can't get to go. So here we go. MLB All-Star break is here, and the Red Sox just sit 4.5 games back behind the O's for first in the AL East. Craig Breslow says the Sox will be buyers come the trade deadline. Question mark. The American League beat the National League 5-3, and the Red Sox own Jaylen Brown takes home MVP honors after homering in the bottom of the 5th to break a 3-3 tie. The Patriots opening training camp in week 1 week away, and there will be a new player in the wide receiver room, question mark. Brandon Ayuk told the 49ers he wants to be traded. Could the Patriots make a move for him? Question mark. The Celtics are 2-1 in summer league play. This has been headlines with the obvious one because there's nothing to talk about in July. Back to you there, Richard.
Well done, Ray. Thank you. All right. I didn't get to talk about the Jaylen Brown snub last week with you guys. I heard you talking about a little bit. The tour rolls on, the snub tour from one Jaylen Brown. By the way, if people are forgetting, seems like they are, the Eastern Conference Finals MVP and Finals MVP, $319 million man, Jaylen Brown. I don't think it's that much. 309. What's his contract? Doesn't matter.
307.
That's probably right. What does anyone have the exact quote? Him motherfucking Bronny James saying he doesn't belong in the NBA. I read the quote that Rich. Do you have it?
Said something like Bronny James isn't a pro. Pretty much, you could read his lips.
He's not.
Well, yeah, no lies detected there, Jalen.
No.
I saw Rich Paul came out and knocked it down. Like his comment was couched in Jaylen Brown's, was just talking about him as a basketball player, and underneath that was, yeah, no shit. Everyone knows he's not a fucking NBA player.
He's not.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown got caught saying it, so he's probably going to catch some heat from LeBron James, who runs the NBA. And
He's talking to his girlfriend and Angel Reese. How dare he can't have a private conversation courtside talking shit about LeBron James' son? How dare he?
Speaking of Bronny, have you seen that he is somehow now a betting favorite to win NBA Rookie of the Year?
I saw this. How?
What the fuck?
In G League, maybe.
Are you doubting that?
100% yes.
Yeah.
He's not.
I don't think you're giving the power, the proper respect to LeBron James' power. Who won the in-season tournament, Bobby? Who won the first ever inaugural in-season tournament?
He did.
And hung a banner for it.
Beat the shit out of those Pacers.
Yeah.
Sure did.
If you're a betting man, Bronny James is Rookie of the Year. That's not as bad of a bet as it sounds.
So what's he going to start for the Lakers?
There's no fucking way.
Start for Rookie of the Year. You just got to give like above 10 points and hustle real hard on defense.
Oh.
LeBron can talk some voters into that.
He finally made a 3-pointer the other night, and it was like rejoice. It was Ben Simmons making a 3-pointer when Bronny.
He's very, very bad.
Very bad.
It's going to be very funny to watch him in his guaranteed contract sit at the end of the bench for the Lakers all year.
It's $7 million guaranteed.
Someone who is not very bad is Jaylen Brown, who is not on the NBA team.
You mean Olympic team?
Olympic team.
No worries.
A lot of talk about his political standings and outspokenness, and basically being blackballed, no pun intended, from Nike specifically, who basically runs Olympic basketball. And any thoughts on that?
About the black balls or
just to be clear, when you were saying no pun intended, was it because he is African American and that was in reference to his testicles?
Yes.
Okay.
just confirming that. That's all. That's all.
Just wanted to make sure.
I don't have black balls.
I do.
No, yeah.
I feel like Ray might because they're so long and dangly and gross that he bangs them around on fucking coffee tables so much they're probably bruised up to the point of blackness. Is that accurate?
Pretty fucking accurate. What was your question again? I'm sorry.
When from the blue balls.
You collect such a perimeter of fuzz of that dark French Canadian mane
lettuce. Yeah.
Like, God damn, he's got black balls. Like, no,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I just take care of them. Care of them. Rinse and repeat, baby. Rinse and repeat. Shampoo
these every week, baby. You gotta shave them every week.
Is it Nike? Is it Nike that's keeping him off this team? It's clearly not basketball, right?
I think it's the players. I think it's the players. The players don't like him.
I don't think that's true.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think the sponsors like him.
I think that's also agreeable, but I think that LeBron's not a fan of Jaylen Brown. I don't think Steph is.
No. LeBron James has spoken highly of Jaylen Brown for a number of years. Picked him like fourth in that All-Star game thing when they used to pick teams. Picked him very high one year. LeBron James thinks very highly of. Look, say what you want about LeBron James. He's an insufferable narcissist, but he is a genius businessman. Jaylen Brown's probably the smartest guy, quite literally the smartest guy in the NBA and across a number of circles. Jaylen Brown is very, very, very intelligent. I don't think LeBron James has a problem with him. I don't think it's the players. I think it's sponsors. He is, I believe he has announced that he's Muslim. Yep. He had the Kyrie Irving anti-Semite controversy there with Kanye West a couple years ago. He called out Nike a couple years ago. The Olympics is a political game. That's been the case for a very, very long time. And you put a smart guy like that with a lot of opinions who can express them intellectually on the world stage. I think it freaked out some people, and he got blackballed.
Well, I think a lot of the players didn't want him having that kind of podium out there on the Olympic stage to be able to voice his opinion, and I think that's what they were getting scared of. Not that they don't like him as a person or a player; they're just worried that he's going to spew from the mouth during the Olympics.
You think they think he's going to tattle when they're off there diddling Instagram models in Paris? Maybe that's what they thought.
Probably.
That could be the case. I disagree wholeheartedly with Ray Raymond. It's a players' league. None of these players hate each other. They're all in support of each other because they all understand what that means. It means $300 million bags. This is the LeBron James era. This is the player movement era. They don't not like each other. I just don't think that's true. He may not be best friends with everybody. We know he's not best friends with Tatum because Tatum is more the traditional NBA sponsorship fucking
Cover boy,
and Jaylen is an intellectual. He is a free thinker, as they say. So he probably doesn't jive with a lot of those guys, but I don't think they kept him off the team. I don't even think they have the power to do that. Maybe LeBron has an input, but
LeBron definitely does.
It's not Grant Hill. I keep hearing Grant Hill's name getting shout out there, who's head of player direction or whatever for USA Basketball. No, it's whoever's getting the checks and writing the checks. That's the case in most situations where someone's been wronged. It's whoever holds the power, specifically money.
So Nike.
And I don't think it's the players. You better hope it's not the players, because 3 of the 4 best players for the Boston Celtics are on that team, and the best one is not, in Jaylen Brown. So something's awry. Something's fucked up, and I don't think it's ESPN in their devilish ways trying to put a splint in between the Jays, Raymond. I don't think ESPN has a goddamn foot in the door in this at all, and they are just sensationalized medialites that jump on every story and sensationalize it as to the nth degree for clicks because this is the world we live in. And splitting up the Jays has been a story for a decade now at this point. So they're running with it because ESPN is lazy and they have a poor coverage on almost everything. So, and I don't, honestly, I'm not that concerned about it internally with the Boston Celtics and the Jays and their relationships. They're both $300 million guys. They're going to be here for a minimum of 3 years. That's an eternity in the NBA. They should have another championship by the end of it. We'll see if they grow up and can figure it out after that.
You know who's the only person that didn't get extended on the Celtics? Missoula. Fuck you. You still make $200K a year, bitch.
The one guy that shouldn't be on this team, I'll tell you the one guy that should not be on this team, Joel fucking Embiid. First of all, have you watched any of the...
I thought he was African.
He's Cameroon.
I know. That's why I'm like, when did he become a citizen of the United States?
A couple years ago, I think. But either way, wow. Jesus Christ, man. What a bitch move, Embiid. Are you the Carmelo Anthony? That's even worse. At least Carmelo Anthony was born here. He was chasing rings in the Olympics. He went to 5 different Olympics or whatever. You don't go support your home country because you can't win in the NBA, or you're just that big of a pussy. You can't lead a team that sucks. You have to jump on with the stars. God, what? I didn't have respect for this guy before that move. I have even less respect for him now. And also, he blows. He looks like shit up there. He looks slow. He looks unathletic. He's trying to get every foul call that he gets in the NBA that just doesn't happen in international play. It's more physical down there, and he sucks. So, God, I've hated Embiid for so long. What a justifying moment here.
He's coming up on your Kyrie list. Does he get up there on the Kyrie pedestal?
Not many get up on Kyrie.
Okay, just making sure. I'm just seeing where we draw the line here.
Yep. Other notes I have from this: Steph Curry is still awesome, still very, very good. LeBron James is still very, very dominant. Can basically get to the rim, going right whenever he wants to. And then where's Jason Tatum? Are they blackballing Tatum on the court? Because I don't even think people passed him the ball. Watching that last game, I literally don't think anyone passed him the ball except for Drew Holiday.
Good. I hope he gets his freaking gold medal and doesn't get hurt. That's all I care about. Just make him get through these Olympics, get your little gold medal, and then come to training camp. That's all I care about.
He's literally still celebrating. He doesn't even realize Tatum is still celebrating. He's not even trying.
What they say? He has a kid on the way too. I think he knocked up his baby mama again.
Is that right?
Deuce number 2's on his way.
You about to drop another deuce?
Yeah.
There you go. Congratulations, Deuce. Well, there you go. Yeah, maybe Missoula or Brad Stevens put a word in Steve Kerr's ear, Jason Tatum played more like twice the amount of minutes than any other basketball player in the world the past 7 years. I'm going to bury this guy on the bench so we have a chance next year. I'll be on board with that.
Then
I also like
Kerr
how
was like, "Don't ever call me again, Missoula." Click.
lose my number, bitch.
I know.
Who? Joe who?
Yeah, I know.
Have you guys seen the
Okay.
highlights of Cooper Flag down there? Kid that's going to Duke, the #1 overall.
Cooper
pick
Flag,
next year.
yeah. Oh, of him and the U.S. basketball. Yeah, he looks nasty.
He was dominating against Anthony Davis.
If
Like,
you
holy
didn't
shit.
know that he was you would think that he's just an NBA player.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that kid's going to be an absolute stud.
From fucking the woods of Maine.
Who's #1 pick next year? Who's the odds-on favorite for #1
Him.
pick next year?
Him.
No. Team. What team?
Oh.
Hornet, the Charlotte, probably. Something like that.
Probably.
It'd just
Well,
be nice,
there's gonna
like
be NBA teams flat out tanking. We'll see who it is, but you would tank for him. It's like a LeBron situation.
He is going to change the franchise.
well, this is my point. Except if it's a Charlotte, because no one can help Charlotte. Like there are a couple friends, like no one can help New Orleans. It's a couple teams that if you land on that roster, like you're doomed. You're just doomed.
Portland. Portland.
Let's like send some players
Portland's
out.
a
Maybe
couple
they're going to tank.
Portland's had a couple stretches. The Clyde years, Stoudemire years.
When they were the Jailblazers.
Even before that, Bill Walton won a championship. with
Ooh, I
them.
think the Pistons are odds-on favorite.
Oh, good call. Oh,
Yeah.
And they just signed Cade Cunningham to this like record rookie extension or whatever like that.
That'd be a good,
$239 million deal.
that'd be a good.
Pistons,
Cunningham.
That'd be a
I
good
like
team
Cade
to be good again. Because you want the team that he goes to be a team that you would want to be good.
Yeah, that's my point. I don't want him to go die in Charlotte. All right. Well, there you go. There's your basketball minute. Jaylen Brown hates Bronny, and the NBA hates Jaylen Brown. Quick break. Right back with some baseball talk.
It's time to take a shit on the dog we find. I don't even have to shit sometimes. I'm just hanging on. There's a time flies by. Getting paid to shit, getting paid to wipe.
Teams represent the World Series. Here's a high fly ball off of the bat at Jaylen Brown. That one will leave the yard and give the American League its first lead of the night. Boy, this dream season for Jaylen Brown continues here with a home run in the All-Star game.
There you have it. Jaylen Brown, MLB All-Star Game MVP. Now, Bobby, I know you're not a big baseball guy. A lot of people are not. Jaylen Brown, not maybe 2 years ago, quite literally could not catch a fly ball in the outfield. He has some very, very embarrassing highlights of trying to track down a fly ball in the outfield. And less than 2 years later, he is the All-Star he is the MVP of the All-Star game. So there you have it. A small piece of what is the 2024 Boston Red Sox making a move, Raymond, making a move. 8 straight before the All-Star break. Craig Breslow, Chief Baseball Operations Officer, says they got to take him seriously. What say you?
No. I mean, that's just what the front office wants everyone to think is that, we have a winning product since May 19th with the best baseball team out there with the best record. Just tell them that we're going to go buy. We're going to be buyers, but they're not going to do anything. They're going to sit on their hands. They're going to go out and get like a couple guys, some guys coming off the DL, and they're going to be like, see, everything's better now. We got these guys back. This is our roster. We're fully healthy. But I don't think Breslow's going to go make that big splash.
Why?
Because John Henry is the one pulling the strings and doesn't want to spend any money.
What if it doesn't cost you any money?
Like who?
I don't know fucking baseball players, but you can get rentals at the MLB trade deadline that doesn't cost you any money.
Like expiring contracts or whatever.
Yeah, I think the question, I think those opportunities can be out there.
Why are we renting players though? We're the Boston goddamn Red Sox. Why are we renting players? Go out there. You're 4.5 back from the O's. Go out there, fucking get a starting pitcher. Go out there, get a DH. Go out there, get a second baseman, and then fucking, hey, look at that. You're going to make a run for the World Series. What a time to be alive in Boston again,
I'd love for them to identify a Chris Sale deal and give up their fourth best prospect that they did with Johan Mancada and whatever the pitcher's name there was, the flamethrower. I'd love for them to do that. They got Chris Sale back with a couple years of term on good money. I agree with you that they're not going to do that. I don't think that that's in their playbook anymore because they are not into signing big name, big time contracts. My question is, the depart of Chaim Bloom, who refused to move from any of his prospects, does Craig Breslow have it in him to move off of one of his top prospects? They are loaded with left-handed hitting infield. There's only 4 fucking infield positions. All right. One of them's Devers. He's not going anywhere. Tristan Casas is probably not going anywhere for a while. So even if you move Rafael back to the outfield, you only got 2 positions and you got like 9 fucking left-handed hitting top prospects in your system. You got to move one. Craig Breslow said as much not that long ago that they need pitching. They are do not have enough pitching in their system, and they got too many left-handed hitting fielders. So there's a little piece of me that thinks they're looking for a deal to move one of those guys. And if you are willing to move a Mayer or an Anthony or a Keene, you're going to get a return. You're going to get a return. You're not looking at a Nate Eovaldi rental type. Nate Eovaldi rental type should cost you nothing. If you're willing to move off one of your top 4 left-handed hitting prospects, which they should be because you have too many, pick one you don't like and trade him, and you will get a return. You will get a decent, a really good pitching return, and that should be in the cards. Does Breslow have the experience, knowledge, balls to do it? Yet to be determined. He's never done it before. He's a rookie GM. So,
and can he identify talent? Can he go out there and identify this said rental player that you want to bring on here? Can he come in and fit the system?
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, the Chris Sale obviously was Dave Dombrowski, who had decades of track record of being successful in the MLB. We don't know what Craig Breslow should do. Everyone is in agreement that they should. What they won't do is nothing. I can guarantee you they will not Chaim Bloom this. They won't sell and buy and toe the line. They will bring somebody in. I think Nate Eovaldi is a really easy name. There's going to be some competition, so maybe they have to give up a little bit more than they think or they want, but it's not going to be anything serious. No one's going to know the name that they give up. I can promise you that. And Nate Eovaldi is a perfect pick for this team. They need a top-end Bill will. They need a top-end rotation pitcher who can chew up some innings and is good and can lead a staff. They never should have got rid of Nate Eovaldi. He would be a perfect pickup. And then you get a right-handed bat. There's a couple cheap options out there. Again, I'm not a huge baseball guy anymore, so I don't know the names. I think they will do something, Raymond, Baseball Bobby. I think that they will do something. It will not involve a bunch of money. I'm with you there. It will not involve a bunch of money coming on the payroll, but they will do something.
Will it help them make that postseason push?
Yeah, they're not going to do something outside of a starting pitcher or a right-handed bat. They will. Those are the identified needs, and they will go do something about those specific needs. The right-handed bat will probably be a platoon guy with Yoshida.
Who's sucked,
who's been not too great. Justin fucking Turner's name keeps coming up, who was great last year, has sucked this year. So maybe you get his spark back. Who knows? You'd like something a little bit better than that. But yeah, I mean, and maybe they surprise us. There's some young pitching out there with term that they would have to give up a Roman Anthony or something like that for. That'd be nice to see. But I'm with you. I doubt that they'll do something that big.
They also have the hardest schedule after the All-Star break.
Bobby, should we start watching the Red Sox?
You should not.
They are the best team in Boston playing right now.
You should not. That doesn't change my opinion.
What else should we be watching? House of Dragons?
Ooh.
Yeah, you could watch that.
Did you watch the newest episode?
I did.
Yeah.
No, fuck yeah.
No. You guys into Big Brother? That just started. You could watch that.
Oh, mute him. Fucking Big Brother and Food Network. Fuck you, Vine.
Better than the Red Sox.
You had a point there in May, but right now they are pushing for first place. So I don't know. I will be in attendance in Baltimore in August in 110-degree heat. So I'll let you know then in August if you should start watching.
You won't make the whole game.
No. All right. We'll be right back with fucking top 5 for some reason.
come up with a show idea. I gave it
No.
to you.
No, I didn't. I said I would like. You asked specifically, Richard, would you like anything for the show this week? I said, yeah, I'd like a Chief Bobby this or that because it's consistently fantastic in one of our better segments. And then I said, I'd like a Dr. Big Mac Big Brain where you get super high and say stupid shit. That
I didn't
makes
know
me-
you wanted me to get super high and say stupid shit. I would have done that.
That is Dr. Big Mac Big Brain. You get high and say stupid shit.
I can do that for you next week.
Not gummies or whatever doesn't make you sleep.
I got you,
When
baby.
you get sleepy, you're boring. Boring Big Mac. I don't want boring Big Mac. I want Big Brain Big Mac.
I got you, baby.
Where
I
you
got
ask how TVs work, and then it stumps us all.
It's true. How does this find who invented the TV?
I don't
Like,
know.
who came up with this idea? It's crazy.
They're genius.
All right, next week.
Exactly.
I got you next week.
Dr. Big Mac's Big Brain is a great segment.
I just
Instead, we got to do fucking top five. This top five blows too, by the way. I have a better one. Okay, it's more topical. You have to think topical. All right. This would have been good like a couple weeks ago after a championship. There's no championships right now. You wanted to do top five players who never won a championship. There's no championships happening right now. It's not topical. Who gives a shit? No one's going to care.
Okay.
Here's a good one.
Okay.
Now, there's only 12 months, but we can go one way here. Top 5 sports months in the calendar or worst 5 sports months in the calendar. I think worst 5 is pretty easy. Top 5, you've got some real contenders
Let's do it.
at the top of the list.
All right.
So right off the bat,
We're doing snake draft. You go first.
I'm
I
just
guess
going to go round table. We're going to throw out the ideas, okay, and see what comes out. April, real strong contender for the top.
March Madness.
You're on the heels of March Madness. Sometimes that can slip into April.
Yep.
But you've got I know people hate baseball season, but people love opening day.
Yeah,
People
you take a day
love-
off from work. You go out there. The nice weather's here. Spring's finally around the corner. Then you got the end of NBA. The playoffs begin. You got NHL playoffs begin. I mean, it is everything's
the
there.
Masters.
The Masters. Ooh. Yeah, April's up there.
April's pretty good. The weather is changing out of winter. April's a good one. I have the number 2 or potential 1A. Does anyone else want to throw one out there?
November. Football. You have NHL starting like middle of it. You got NBA. You got NFL. No more baseball. That's heaven in itself. But also you got Thanksgiving, which you have 3 games on Thanksgiving, and you get all that food, and you don't have to listen to your in-laws while you just fucking get drunk and watch football because the game's on. Who's playing? Who gives a fuck? You just want to sit in front of there, eat some pie, and watch football. Football, baby.
You're close, Raymond, but for those very same reasons, it's October. Because as much as people hate baseball, they don't hate the World Series. They don't like it as much as opening day.
Technically, if you look back, every World Series for the past 5 years has been in November.
Yeah, but it's not called the November Classic. So October.
Stupid Manfred, maybe you should start doing something a little better.
Also,
shortening the
October,
season.
frankly, other than Thanksgiving, I prefer October football than November football. October football, hope is still in the air. You still have some nice games in the South and maybe some bad weather games up north. You've got a good mix. Everyone's still fresh in the season. You're not like if your team sucks, you're not like angry yet and just like, oh fuck, I got to sit down and watch football again on Sunday. There's still an excitement to it. NBA actually starts in October, and so does the NHL. You dummy. So you've got all 4 major sports running. October and April are on the top of the list for me.
2 big contenders.
Yeah. Do you want to throw one out there, Bobby?
I guess maybe we would probably go January for NFL playoffs.
Yep. You can go January and well,
You get NFL playoffs, midseason NBA, midseason NHL. I mean, that's kind of what college sports are playing. That's really what the main thing there, those NFL playoffs.
How the fuck don't you're the college guy. How don't you say December? Bowl season, baby. College bowls every freaking day.
College bowl season is dumb. The
It is
season
dumb, but
is
who
what's good.
cares? Do you know how much
The
fucking,
season.
Do you know how many games you get? You get so many fucking college football games, plus you got NFL, plus you got now when the NBA really starts, because Christmas time is really when the NBA season begins. You got the NHL going on. It's college bowl. You can watch something different every fucking day of the week, and it's interesting because it's
Well, even
championship
the
time
kids
for college.
playing the games don't give a shit.
Well, some of them do, and some of them are exciting to watch. Like when you look at these little schools that don't have any pro guys going out there and not going to the combine and have to worry about that. They just go out there and play.
I give the nod to December over January as well. The NBA on Christmas,
Must watch.
I think it takes it over. Look, because the NFL is still exciting in December at the end of the season. You've got teams fighting for the playoffs, which is sometimes even more entertaining than the first round of the playoffs. So I give the nod to December. It's got a little bit more going on.
And NFL's doing the Christmas Day thing now too.
Yeah,
They are, unfortunately.
I'm gonna throw May and June have the NHL and NBA playoffs going on. May is better for NHL because the conference finals and semi-conference finals in the NHL is some of the best, is the best hockey of the year. But the NBA finals beats out the rounds before in May. And the NBA finals, the playoffs don't slip into June. So I don't know where you want to go there. Baseball really doesn't come into play. When's the
Kentucky Derby is.
Wait, when's the
Kentucky
NFL draft? Is the NFL draft in April too?
It's in April. It was another mark for April.
April's pretty high at that.
May you got the Kentucky Derby. June you got the U.S. Open for golf. So if you're a golf fan, you get the U.S. Open. If you like horse racing and betting on horses, making a little moolah, then May is your month.
I think May beats out June. I think the amount of playoff games in basketball and hockey, if you like the betting and the horses, just the sheer amount of that beats out the championships of basketball and hockey in June, which are too fucking long. In May, baseball's still got a little bit of juice too. Baseball, you're still early in the baseball season.
For not being a baseball guy, you keep bringing up baseball a lot on a lot of your arguments for these months.
Well, it goes on forever.
It does.
Early in the season, there's
you got February here because you got spring training. You still got that promise that you could be a good team.
The hot stove, the hot stove is on.
Let me tell you something.
Maybe they're going to start signing some players in free agency because obviously those December meetings don't mean shit. You got to wait till February to get those guys into training camp.
Okay, well, we can work out our top 5 and the top 1, but this might be fun to just do the bottom. Is July 12? It's between July and what? March and February.
No, March has regular season sport. Can't be March or
February.
February has the Super Bowl.
July and August.
Well, you got to pick one. Someone's got to be on the bottom.
It's July and then August.
It's definitely July. It's the bottom.
August has nothing.
I know July's the bottom. I know July's the bottom. You're putting February, the Super Bowl being on February 7th, single-handedly lifts down above.
Well, there's also regular season basketball, regular season hockey.
February basketball and hockey are almost as bad as July baseball. It's terrible.
No, because then you get all the primetime games on Saturdays and Sundays because the football's over. Yeah, it's there. So your weekends are still getting filled up because
I said almost just because the sports are more watchable. Baseball, March blows. You have March Madness, so I get it. That tacks it up if you're into the college. All right, July worst, August after that. Now you got to pick. Where's September land? You got to start a football season.
September is just right in the middle. It's like
football starting, you got
6, 7, 8,
starting.
depending on how you rank it.
All right, whatever. Fuck it. Where's our top? You going April or October? What's number 1?
April.
I would vote October, and then April 2nd.
He's a football guy.
But April, it's based off your personal taste. But April, there's a lot going on.
I am gonna surprise you here and go with October.
Yeah, very good. So April's number 2.
I'd go April 2.
So then, where's next? December or January, November or June?
I think November's.
I would go November.
November's got a good bid for that.
Okay. So then you'd have to say December would be 4 because it has just what November has, but
I would agree.
Maybe December and May. We said May was above June.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe May lands at 5.
May at 5, December at 4. There it is.
There it is.
I like it.
That was way more fun than players that haven't won a championship.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time.
Thank you. Okay, we'll be right back with This or That with Chief Bobby. Real excited for the show to get picked up so we can bring back the actual this or that song for this segment. You can get with this.
That'd be great.
You can with
Yeah,
that.
with that.
You can get with this.
Then we could have licensing money and do all sorts of cool shit.
Word up.
Yep. Prostitutes.
What's
All
up?
What?
Let's get into this. Jelly or jam? I'll start it off. I'll go jam.
I'll go jelly. Hannaford grape jelly for the fucking win.
Fucking jelly is so bottom of the barrel.
Where did we grow up, baby? Come on. I mean, come
Unbelievable.
on.
The answer is jam.
Jelly or jam is what Irene says when she wants someone to pick between her V and her B. I always go jam, which is B.
It's made from fruit concentrate. It's way better.
Word.
Fast and the Furious movies or Mission Impossible movies?
Mission Impossible. Give me Tom Cruise any day of the week. Those Fast and Furious movies are stupid.
Mission Impossible is the better series for sure, but there's something about Fast and Furious, the original Fast and Furious. I'll throw it on.
The Fast and the Furious first movies are way better than anything Mission Impossible will throw at you.
That's not true. They're just
It's not even true.
Are you
And the
fucking
Fast
serious?
and the Furious also hides an absolute gem in there that is one of those movies that's so bad it's good. And Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift. Yeah.
Yep. That
was
movie
bad.
is so bad that it's good.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's different.
What are you, the
types of
Justin
watching.
Timberlake of Japan or something?
It's when you could get away with bad acting. R.I.P. Paul Walker, but that guy sucked at acting, and we know what Vin Diesel is. And then it just got stupid. What are there, like 12 of those things?
The million.
Guys,
Mission
crying over
Impossible
Mysterio.
2 sucked, but every other Mission Impossible is awesome.
Fucking awesome.
Tom
Awesome.
Cruise is short, and I don't respect short men.
Average. Anyways, next one.
I think he's smaller than you, Raymond. He's like
He
5'4"
is.
or something.
Oh, what a midget.
He's probably small. Yeah, he really, except without all that just gorgeous hair you have, Raymond.
So that's Scientology weighing him down.
Did you watch that on Netflix real quick? Did you watch that?
I think I did a while ago. It's an older one, right?
No, it's new. It just came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll give it a
Give
whirl.
it a whirl.
Give it a whirl. All right, big question. No boners for a month or a constant boner for 48 hours?
Constant boner, 48 hours. Your mothers would be satisfied.
Yeah, that was obvious. I knew this was going to happen. I would take the 48-hour boner. I would drive right up to Raymond, New Hampshire, and I would, we all know what I'd be doing.
He'd be dicking down.
Yep.
Outside of plowing your mom's, the no boner for a month would be a real nice break. Just
From all the pressure you normally have to deal
fucking
with.
peace and quiet. There are times where your mother gets fucking annoying. It's like, get off. I know it's there,
hear
but
I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it.
There's nothing that just not having to deal with the pressure. That's true. That's a value.
it's like, not tonight, man. I'm fucking beat.
I'm tired. My day was
We're
real
stuck in
frustrating.
traffic all day. I've been
I was in
making fun of your
traffic
son all
all
fucking
I'm just
day.
day.
really frustrated.
You with your dumbass kid.
All right, here's a quagmire for you. Cut with a dull knife on a flat surface or a sharp knife on an uneven surface.
Sharp knife.
Sharp knife. Nothing
Yeah.
annoys me more than a dull knife,
Mhm.
other than a fucking shitty thumbnail. It's on top of things that annoy me. It's shitty thumbnail, dull knife. Awkward boner. It's shitty thumbnail, dull knife, annoying boner. That's top 3.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, give me the sharp knife. All right, this one I like. So you're a manager of people here. You can either just fine your employees for any infraction, or you can assign demeaning tasks for any infraction. So for an
Demeaning task.
example, like if you're late, Langevin, it's a $20 fine. Or if you're late, you'd say, go clean the toilets.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing the demeaning task.
Does the fine come directly to me?
Yes.
Is there any limit on these fines?
No, you're in charge. But it would have to be something they could pay, obviously.
I see. Good question. Yeah, I mean, I think
I don't want money. I want to see these guys getting embarrassed. I want to make a fool out of them, and that would bring joy to my life.
I want
Yes.
to take their money. I want to give them a fine for every little infraction. $5 fine. Let's go.
I think from a practical standpoint, the fine is more suitable.
Yeah.
You might get he might get old. Just have.
Well, here's the thing. I am their
People
manager, so I could
farting
also
each other.
just assign demeaning tasks anyway. I could do both, so I might as well find them.
That's a good.
I'm in
point.
charge.
Nice, good workaround.
Best of both worlds.
Have to fight every cat you see on site, or run away from every dog.
Fight.
I fucking hate cats.
Hunting.
It's the easiest thing ever. The second you see a cat, just to fight it.
Yeah, and then you have an excuse because that's my instinct anyway. So now I'm just like, it's in a condition. It's like Tourette's. I can't help.
Yeah. Can you
Okay.
imagine? It'll
Cat.
just be that one time where the cat gets the jump on you, just dips and just rips your ear off.
Go to your new friend's house or whatever. You just made new friends, and you just go to their house. They have a fucking cat. You just punt it out the fucking door.
First of all,
It's one of those Maine Coon cats, and you have to fight it.
Yeah.
First of all, we're 40. Who makes new friends anymore? Nobody. Second of all, you're not walking away from a cat fight without a couple scratches. They are natural predators, so you got to know that walking in.
No, all these home cats, they're all declawed. That's fine.
Oh, declaw a cat. That's bad.
They
That's
just go
bad
for your
karma.
dick.
Your
Just
cat
bite
should
your
get beat the shit out of if you declaw it.
Salami or pepperoni?
We're talking about your mother's nipples, or are we talking about Eli?
I'm asking which cured meat do you prefer to eat?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh.
just as easily could have said right or left there, Bobby. Tammy or Pam, either way.
Which one you want?
Like, I like a nice salami on my fucking sandwich. I like a nice pepperoni on my pizza. Tough one here.
Pepperoni in a sandwich is also good.
I'm gonna go pepperoni for the diversity.
Ooh,
Pepperoni is much more diverse.
Nice little riveroni. We used to float down the river. We just get sacks of pepperonis from the gas station, just toss them to each other, all slimy and shit. A salami is a tastier meat in my opinion, but maybe it's because of the rare occasion that you might have it on a sandwich or say.
Sure.
But pepperoni is more diverse. I'm going pepperoni here.
Pepperoni is the answer. Have to tickle your boss once a week, or make him say uncle once a week.
Make him say uncle once a week.
You're talking physical altercation here, or like you just say it.
Whatever it is, you have to do. It's just like, so you just have to walk up to him and say, "Yo, tickle," or just get it like, "Come here, you say uncle." Either one, just
Go and say uncle.
ingest.
Tickling's just weird. I fucking hate being tickled, so like I wouldn't want to do that to someone else. So just give me the fucking make him say uncle.
First of all,
Yeah, I
we're
would go
40.
for the-
Who
I'd go
fuck
for the
is
say
ticklish
uncle.
at 40. Who 40-year-old man is fucking ticklish? You're
He
ticklish,
just comes up to you,
You're
tickle,
ticklish,
tickle.
boy.
I'm ticklish.
What is your tickle laugh sound like? You fucking doughboy. Who the fuck is ticklish?
I am. I'm tickled. I don't like being tickled.
Oh my
Sorry, it's a pet peeve of mine. I
What's
don't
your
like
tickle spot, Raymond?
That's your mother.
Walked into that. Very good. All
Walked right into that.
right. Well,
Wait, your
this
mother's
one's
tickle
this
spot's
one
the back
next
of his
one's right
throat.
up your alley since you're ticklish.
Sorry, what was that?
Sorry,
Go
Bobby.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Nothing. I said this one's right up your alley since you're ticklish. Either have to carry around a teddy bear like a toddler, or only drink from a bottle like a baby.
Bottle like a baby, because
No,
I've seen some
bottle.
grown men. I don't know, man. Grown men
No,
walking
I-
around with a teddy bear. I mean, come on.
But I want the whatever drink I am to be able to flow into my mouth at the appropriate time. I don't have to sit there all day for my beverage. I'll take the teddy bear.
I'll take the teddy bear too. You are flirting Abakowitz land with teddy bear walking around as a grown man, but I don't want to do the bottle thing. I don't want to do the bottle
You can
thing.
put
Yeah,
a
no.
hole right in the nipple and just fucking chug
No,
it
you
down.
can't.
Dude, you can't fucking adjust the nipple, you asshole.
You can just cut it off then, or just drink. No,
Then it's not a bottle.
that's
Then
not a
you're just
bottle.
Sorry.
nice
Sorry,
try.
apologies. I'm still taking the bottle.
This ticklish thing is starting making a lot of sense. Everything's starting to make a lot.
So
of
he's sitting there with his bottle, and you tickle him.
Does a
Ugh.
feather work?
Oh yeah, feather would work. It's right
Well,
in
if you
my
get a
asshole.
feather, that could be good for your boss. Just go around with a feather, tickle.
Son of a bitch. All right. Simplest minds of the week right after this.
Whoa, Jesus.
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
But I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. It nicked me. Bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
Not a good view. All right, Simplest Minds of the Week. We're going to kick it off. Did you happen to get this video, Ray? Go for it.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was terrible.
Whoa.
I don't do well with secondhand embarrassment. Some people like relish in those. I'm like, turn it off. Shut it off. I can't handle it.
Hey, she was drunk.
In her defense, she was wasted. And she said she was and checked herself into a rehab.
Obviously, this
She
wasn't
actually-
a one-time drunking.
Well, this is my question. Do you think she actually did that, or that was her cover for so people feel
That was
bad?
her fucking cover.
Like, she just got fucking shit-faced. Like, does everyone who just gets shit-faced and makes a bad mistake have to go to rehab? Or, like, just be smarter next time. Don't drink as much when you have to sing the national anthem in front of millions of people.
Maybe she got nervous and she had a drink. That was a coping mechanism.
Also, by the way, that I don't know who this. She's a country artist.
Ingrid.
Her name's Ingrid. That does not sound like the voice of someone who's just drunk. That sounds like the voice of someone who has had a music industry prop her up with auto-tune or whatever else, because that fucking sucked.
Yeah, that was bad.
Like a cat. Speaking of cats and beating the shit out of cats, that sounded like someone was beating the shit out of a cat trying to sing the national anthem.
Yeah.
All right. Last on our list, Simplest Minds of the Week. Secret Service.
Hi-oh.
Heyo. The first assassination attempt on a U.S. president or candidate since Ronald Reagan. And I don't know. It's a tie between Secret Service and the assassin and the shooter who missed. Like, you know, if you're going to do it, do it. What a failure.
Tried. Got real close.
He did try. You give more credit to the guy that got to the position, or do you blame the United States Secret Service for allowing someone to get a line of sight on Donald fucking Trump?
Carry a fucking ladder a mile away with a fucking rifle in his other hand.
Also, by the way, no one's been fired yet that I know of. So,
Dude, it's just fucking crazy.
Whatever.
Like the conspiracy theories that come out with all this shit now. Like, oh, look at this. Watch this guy in the crowd. He's giving the sign. He's watch what he does with his hands. Like,
We obviously agree that the
Republic.
real conspiracy theory is this was a plan to galvanize the MAGA people, because he's getting reelected, baby. Okay. He just took a bullet for your country, Raymond. Okay. He is back, baby.
We don't
All
do
right.
politics here on the show.
dude,
It's not politics. That's what happened.
that's what happened. He is the yeah, we don't do politics on the show, but I did laugh out loud. And I was texting you guys because we were driving home from New Hampshire and it happened. I was
Pennsylvania, you mean?
yeah, whatever. I was in Pennsylvania. I was literally in Pennsylvania and
Oh,
was
were
shot.
you really?
Yeah, we were driving through, and we turned it on, and Ingrid was driving, so I was like watching it, and I don't ever go on Twitter. When we first started the show, we tried to do the Twitter account thing, and I physically
You
was
were getting angry.
deteriorating. I was deteriorating from the inside out, being on Twitter every day, watching the cesspool happen. So I don't go on Twitter anymore, but I knew this was,
The
this was
time. This was the perfect
the
time.
ultimate moment. And Bill made fun of me for saying that it was really bad on Twitter, but it was not like I'm being a pussy. This is bad. It was fucking outrageous.
What was that website you used to be able to see
10
like dead
minutes
bodies?
after this thing happened, and people were like, from every direction, whatever, liberals, rights, whatever, like Biden shot him, or like the CIA went out there, or it's a fucking ploy from the Republicans. Or the one that really got me was, this is proof God has sent Trump to save us all. I was like, okay, here we go. This is great. This is great. It's like, no, some fucking pipsqueak, some 20-year-old pipsqueak just
Some pipsqueak.
We failed
some-
rifle class and tried to fucking take out the former
a lot of
president.
gust
of
of
the States.
testosterone and went for it.
Yeah.
Pretty wild either way. Secret Service though, yeah. No one's catching heat
Well,
yet.
clearly that was their sea crew there that was out there that day.
Apparently.
How many women were out there?
Wow. Okay. This is when the Simple Mind Sports Show Friday Rewind. We almost made it. See you next time. See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I got something troubling on my mind. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something lonely satisfied. I got something on my
Marty! You've got to come back with me! Where? Back to the future!
I watched a lot of soccer because
Yeah. I watched a little bit. Yeah. I guess that counts.
yeah. So
But other than that, I haven't watched any major American sport for all of July.
yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
'cause, I
haven't
mean,
watched shit.
baseball blows and there's nothing else.
I mean, I'll throw a baseball game on, but I won't watch the whole thing. And I refuse to pay for Nesson, so there's that.
You don't want to pay your $35 monthly?
I saw a thing on what was it, Facebook the other day. They're like, "Oh, join Nesson now," because obviously it records me when I'm talking, probably, so they know I'm talking about them.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
join
yeah,
Nesson
yeah.
now for $1 a month. I'm like, yeah, till when? Fucking August? Then you're gonna upcharge it like up the zoo. So
the
you can
lengths
get me?
that your personal cell phone goes to record you and then try and sell you back shit later. Listen to this. I was at the barber shop and we were making bidet jokes. I never talked about bidets a day in my fucking life. We were making bidet jokes there. I go back and look up my phone in Google and I have fucking ads for bidets. You people are sick, Google. You're
did you buy it?
fucking sick.
Did you
No,
buy it?
I didn't buy a bidet. They're not cheap, Raymond.
I mean,
I assume you have a bidet.
you know a plumber. You could just give him a little holler. I could be.
Well, I was
going to
say, do you have a bidet? You
not.
must have the finest in toiletry.
No, because if I had a bidet, I'd probably never leave my house.
I mean,
My asshole
you
would be
definitely
so
don't have a
clean.
Glacier Bay in there, right?
I do have a glacier bed. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the downstairs, the guest bathroom, if you would.
yeah.
Oh, look who decided to show up at 8 o'clock sharp.
Is
Hey, Rich.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live because it's past 8 o'clock.
Oh, cool.
How are you? This is nice. The band's
Wow.
back together.
Everybody's
It's
here
for a while.
after his Aaron Rodgers style 3-week hiatus.
Well, he was in Egypt. He was just
Yeah,
checking out the pyramids out there.
Is that what we're calling you, mother's pussy? Egypt these days?
You've met the quota today.
You know, Ray, fuck off. You've been a real piece of shit today, Ray. You've been a real ace in the hole, as they say.
Why is that?
Oh, you're just an asshole.
Well, what else is new?
It was everything. I had a very frustrating day, and as soon as I drove home, I was in the midst of dead stop traffic. So I took it upon myself to do everything in my power to piss Ray off and just really, really try to get under her skin.
Didn't work.
You're living that clean life, baby.
It's
Living
just
that
how you
clean
ended
life.
it. What did the hamburger store run out of hamburgers?
That's why I knew he was in a bad mood. That's why I was like, oh, fuck this. I'm
I
not
know.
even going to get involved.
He can't even eat
Any
anymore.
way I
His
answer it, if I
gallbladder
go
doesn't
yes,
work.
yeah, if I go yes, he's going to shit on me. If I go no, he's going to be like, yeah, cool, fat ass.
I know.
So I knew he was setting me up for failure. Either way.
Oh, I had a really bad day. Oh, yeah? The hamburger store running the hamburgers, fatty?
You said you had a really bad day
All the
first.
fucking way to it. I
was
said I
looking-
had a frustrating day, okay?
On the text exchange. You said
And
you had
here
a
we
bad day.
go. The fucking kids. All right. Bobby, how's life?
Oh, fantastic. Yourself?
Yeah, it's great. Welcome to Semi Sports Show. All things New England sports, even here in July. What's the stupid title of the show that you guys came up with?
July blows.
July blows for sports. Your mother blows for fun.
That's good. That's actually pretty good. That's
I
actually
thought so.
pretty good.
I
Yeah.
think
July
my
does
bad.
blow for sports. So what do we do? What do you say we do some opening takes? Right? Why don't you take us out?
Broken glass beneath my swollen feet. I got a future for memories. Born on a bad moon in a little Texas town called Cut and Shoot. None of me say so. Nothing you can do. 'Cause I got something troubling on my mind. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something low inside of side. I got something on my mind. Turn it up. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something low inside of side. I got something on my mind.